If you're a seller and you're getting ready to sell your home here in the Central Texas area in late 2024, early 2025, you might be asking yourself as a seller, what are buyers even looking for right now? It's been so long since I've been on the market. I am Jennifer Summers. I am the broker owner of Hoyden Homes Residential here in the Central Texas area. And here's what buyers are asking my team to help them find most of all. This list, I tried to put it in order of priority about things that we get asked for mostly, but it is in no means scientific. But these are most common asks from the buyers that we serve every day. Top asks that we get here in our area in Central Texas is for a good school district and a school with high ratings. People even move here from other states just to go to our Texas schools. So if you're living in a home where your school district has very strong ratings, that's great for you. That's keeping your market price nice and high. If you're living in an area where the schools maybe are not so good, what I would do is highlight all the other great things about your location. And then if you know your buyer is maybe not a person that is interested in good schools, highlight those things instead. Now, I would also have your realtor remind clients that come and see the home that school district ratings are not permanent. They change, they go up and down all the time. And if you're a buyer and you're shopping solely on school districts, keep that in mind that those ratings change every year. And what you think could be a good school district now in 5 years might change. The second thing that we often get asked, and is way up there high, is a bedroom on the first floor. Whether it's mobility issues or having small children or maybe having family coming out of town that can't do stairs, having at least one bedroom on the bottom floor if you are a 2-story is something that we get asked all the time. The third thing that I would say that maybe buyers don't ask for, sometimes they do, sometimes they have us go and look at this, but the third thing that we get asked for a lot is how old is the roof? And they want us to look for a home with a newer roof. And the reason being is obviously having to replace a roof is very expensive, or you'll have to make a claim on your insurance to do that. The buyers will in the near future, and they want to avoid that large expense. In addition, sellers might not be aware, but if your roof is 16 years or older, the buyers can't actually buy homeowners insurance that will cover the full cost of the roof. And so that's a real downside for a buyer. So if you're a buyer, you might want to look for a home with a newer roof. And if you're a seller, it might be time to make a claim on your insurance to get that replaced before you list. That will give you an advantage on the market. So updated kitchens, they're always in style. And even though truly it's not one of the first things that I get asked by a buyer when we are shopping around, if the kitchen is old and outdated, it is one of the things that prevents them from making an offer. So keep in mind that the kitchen is one of the first things that they're going to see, and I would update it as much as your budget allows because it will allow you less time on the market and you'll have a better result when you get out there. Something that they do ask me for a lot is they want a home with lots of light. Nearly everyone asks me for lots of light. I haven't, in my 20 years of experience, ever had a consumer ask me for a darker home. So consumers are still valuing high light windows. If you're a seller where you don't really have great light, I would remove your screens before you list it because that will let in all the potential light, and then just set them in the garage and put them back on the house when you're done marketing it. Good sized backyards. When I say good sized backyards, people aren't looking for acreage. I generally don't get asked for acreage, although we do have some customers that ask for that, but they want a backyard that's big enough for a playscape, big enough to have a pet run in, big enough to play, have barbecues, play with their kids if they have any kids. So they want a good sized backyard, nothing too small. We still get asked for this next one a lot. No carpets. Carpets are out. They have been for probably the last 5 or 10 years, whether it's for allergies, just for aesthetics. Lots of clients come to us and ask to find a home where they don't have carpet in there. So customers are still preferring no carpet. The next thing we get asked for a lot is privacy. So I get consumers that are disheartened with how close the homes are, and so they want privacy in their home. So if your home is maybe backed up to something unfavorable, I'd plant some trees. If your neighbors are really close, I'd plant some trees because they don't necessarily have an issue with the neighbors being close. They have an issue with privacy. So planting trees or putting something up that's a privacy barrier will go a long way for you in the long run. Next are updated bathrooms. This is another thing that customers don't generally ask me on the front end, but as we are looking at homes and we see some bathrooms, what they see when they see a bathroom that is not updated is they see a lot of dollar signs. And so the discussions that we have when they like a home are, well, Jennifer, I really like this home, but the bathrooms are not updated, and that's going to cost us X, Y, and Z. So while it's not something that we get asked, it is something that prevents our clients from making an offer just because they're afraid of that final cost that they would be responsible for. The last thing that I want to say that we do get asked for a lot is garages, is 2 or more car garages. So if you have a home where you have made the garage into a bedroom or another living area, that generally is considered the kiss of death in real estate, and you can look at statistics and figures that show that those homes sell for less and they stay on the market longer. So I would recommend, if you have a garage configuration, that you make it back into a garage, because most consumers would like a garage more than they would like an extra bedroom or a living area. Well, I hope all of this helps as you get out there on the market, and if you have to come and take a look at your house, tell you what we think we could sell it for and how fast, we'd be happy to be a resource for you. Happy listing!